I'm sure every Torontonian watching would love to be able to decide whether or not they get a raise, especially when we're talking about such a massive one. Toronto City Councillors are set to vote on a 24% pay rise this week for themselves. Now, this would be the first increase that they get since 2006, but the $33,000 hike is too high for Mayor Olivia Chow.
It's steep. It's too steep.
The staff recommended raise would bump councillors' salaries from $137,000 up to $170,000. Given that their last raise came almost 20 years ago, councillors say the increase is long overdue, but they were a bit coy when asked if they deserved such a massive raise.
We deserve a raise. I'm not sure exactly how much, but sure, we do deserve a raise.
And these are the types of things that, when the public sees it, they get worked up about it, and understandably. It's a big increase.
Torontonians might be scratching their heads here, wondering why councillors get to decide on their own salary, and they're not alone. Even the mayor herself thinks someone else should be making the call, not councillors.
A decision on salary should be decided by a third party, because it's very difficult for someone just to make a decision on their own salary, on a public, right? On public, not if you're just a small businesses, that's much easier. But I wish there's a third party group that could make a decision. But unfortunately, that's not the case.
Upping councillors' salaries would cost the city about $1 million. Mayor Chow says it's an irresponsible move while Toronto faces an affordability crisis, but some councillors argue Chow is the one driving up costs.
I do think it's pretty rich for the mayor to come out and lecture council, given all of the tax hikes that she's subjected Torontonians to, and not everybody has access to 3 government-funded pensions.
Toronto councillors currently make considerably less than their counterparts in neighbouring cities while serving significantly larger wards. For instance, councillors in Markham make about $5 per constituent, while Toronto councillors make about $1.
If I've got a councillor in Brampton or a councillor in Mississauga next door who's got half the population that I have, and they're getting paid 30-40% more than I am, I'm saying, hey, listen, at least let's make it fair and reasonable. I think I'm worth as much as any councillor in Brampton or Mississauga.
Of course, if the raise does go through, even councillors who vote against it would still get the bump. So we could be seeing some level of political posturing here. Councillor Mike Cole has suggested that if his colleagues don't support the raise, maybe they should be donating the increased salary to charity. Brandon Choghri, City News.